yoga class that I hope you're going to enjoy. We're really going to work on strength today. So we're going to start with an intense training of the core muscles, and then we move, which by the way you can do separate. You can only do the beginning of the video if you just want to have a core work. And then we're going to shift into a flow. We're going to do prostration work. So we're going to do a lot of movement, a lot of dynamic movement, but in between, we're really going to strengthening not only our core, which we will continue to do, but also our arm strength, our leg strength, and everything is going to get engaged and fired up. So we're going to feel energized and strong afterward to face whatever we need to face during life, during maybe a stressful period that you're having right now. And so you feel strengthened and relaxed at the same time. If I work my body hard, I feel relaxed afterwards. And we're going to do a nice relaxing Shavasana as well to relax your body and get yourself ready for the rest of your day. So we're going to start by sitting onto our mat, and we're going to start with this intense core work before we go into the flow. I hope you enjoy this. See you sitting on your mat. We're going to start by closing our eyes, sitting up tall, placing your hands either on top of your knees or into your lap. Before we start, I want you to come to your mat, to this present moment, and leave everything behind that was and that might be or will be or might be happening. So we're just here practicing yoga now. Nothing else matters. So good that you're here, that you're taking your time for yourself for this practice. Just take a few seconds here to start deepening your breath. Maybe you either have a belly breath, that means on every inhale, your belly expands, and of every exhale, your belly draws in, or you do a full yogic breath. You first breathe into your belly, then push that breath up into your chest all the way, grow taller, and then on the exhale, it flows out of your chest, and then your belly draws in. So whatever you choose to do, you breathe deeply, maybe for 4 counts. Let's do this together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And continue that breath. Now inhaling light, deep inhale, exhaling darkness, deep exhale. 2 more times, deep inhale, inhaling light, and exhaling darkness. Last time, inhaling light, and exhaling darkness. Very nice. So come laying down on your belly. First we're going to sit up though. And then slowly, because we're going to do some core work before we start, we're going to activate your fire inside of you. So we already here working the core, drawing that belly hard, and like you go in slow motion, even slower, you can hold on to your thighs and gently come to a laying position. Wiggle out your toes for a second and let everything go. And then we're going to either lay down our head or slowly come up here. You can also place your hands behind your head, and really your belly button is drawn in, so you have the least space you can underneath you. You really want to press down your belly, suck in your belly really hard. Now, if your neck starts to hurt, take a rest or lay the head back down and do the exercise without lifting the head. And don't pull on your neck, look up. The shoulders should be lifted. That's more important than your head going like this, because you crank your neck. So we're going to inhale, lift one leg. Exhale, lift the other leg, both legs. You can always bend them. That's no biggie if you cannot hold it. And then we're going to drop one leg. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. Draw on that belly button. Really get it done. Really getting it down. And alternate your legs. Just smile. It's a little bit tough. We want to get the fire in your belly and your core working. So alternating. We're going to go 10 more times. 10, 9. Draw in that belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. It doesn't matter if you had your legs straight or bent. Now, release your head for a second. Have your legs 90 degrees. Most people want to go here because that will relax the belly, but we want to go out here. So you feel immediately your core has to work if you go out more. Draw in that belly. Little space or no space underneath your lower back if possible. And come here. Stay here. You can always put your head down if you can't hold it. Now, if you can, then you're going to have your hands to the side and to the other side. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, you can do this. Keep on going. Exhale, inhale. You can always come here, lift, and come back down. Lift, come back down. If you can't, you can also go here or even very low on your back. This will also be a little bit easier. Okay, we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Draw in the knees into your belly and wiggle out just a little bit. Very nice. Now keep your knees into the chest as much as you can. Round up and try to get your nose towards the knees. A lot of people pull up here your shoulders, put them down. Really getting them down. Now, try to keep your knees in as much as you can without the hands pushing in. So right here, you try to place your knees onto the tricep. Just imagine you're going into a crow pose. And so you're holding it here and draw in your belly. And actually, you can experience now how much you have to suck in your belly to be able to do this crow pose on your tricep. And release. I know it's a lot of work. Relax, release, and we're going to come back another time. If you cannot come up here, stay here and draw in your knees as much as you can. You can always come here or even draw in your knees a lot. Here, if you see, I draw them in. Even if I relax my upper body, this is working. And suck in your belly. You can do it laying down so your neck is relaxed, because it's a lot of work for the neck as well. But if you can, come up one more time. Really crow pose. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can, come to the side crow. Try to get your hands to the side, but keep your knees in a lot. Suck in that belly. Keep your knees drawn in. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go to the other side. 5. Draw on that belly. Draw on the knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do this one more time in the middle. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release your legs. Wiggle them out. Maybe stretch out a lot. This should be, your core should be burning. And you should feel this. So we're going to come for a second onto our elbows. I'm going to drop the feet windshield wide from side to side. Just relaxing the back and the lower back, and really just releasing any kind of tension. Maybe your back is cracking. If it's not hurting, that's the good thing. So very nice. Come laying back down. And we're going to come with our legs up again. And we're going to have our hands out to the side. Now I like my palms to face down, and I advise you that. Now again, press down your lower back. And belly button drawn in, and we're going to shift from side, lift to the other side, lift. Maybe your knees should be trying to really keep your knees together, and lift, lower, and lift. So you exhale and inhale, but through the nose. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And stay here at this level if this is so challenging for you. I understand. Up and lower one more time. But if you can, we can increase this by getting our knees down and pointing in and up to the side, straightening out your legs, in and to the other side, out, draw them in, up to the other side, lengthen, in, up, and last time on each side, hold it here, try to hold it, no matter if you have your knees bent or not, in, up, and to the other side. Drop it and straight. Hold it. In and up and release. Wiggle out your toes. Quite a bit. Very nice. Now, we're going to come up and we're going to straighten out our legs. And if you cannot do this following move, then what you're going to do is, this is the easier version now. If it's too much, then you have your knees tucked into your belly, really a lot, not like this, relaxed, a lot. So your lower belly really has to work to pull in those knees. Your belly button has to draw in a lot. And then you go straight out and you draw on the knees, and then you have that extra tug. Draw on the knees. And you can come up here or bend your knees a little bit more, but so that your belly has to work when the legs are out. So my belly, for example, is engaged here, but you have to find that point. So the easier version is to draw on that belly and out. Draw in and out. Draw in and out. And if you can go further for all at once, then we're going to have our legs behind our head, and don't look to the side, otherwise you could crack your neck. And then very slowly, as if you are slow motion, slowly coming down, you can use your arms and tapping the toe. Draw in those knees, very slow. Now go up. But especially on the way back, keep your knees as much to your chest as you can, as long as you can. Your knees are touching your chest. As long as you can, really fight that to keep your knees in. Tap, up, and relax your neck. Keep your knees in. Keep your knees into your chest. Keep them in, keep them in, keep them in. If not, do the easier version I showed you before. Draw them in. And keep your knees in. A lot. Slow motion, keep the knees in. Very nice. 2 more times, and you can do this, whatever you version do. And keep your knees in. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Last time, coming up, and keep your knees in. Very nice. Stretch out your legs, relax those toes. Stretching out. And we're going to rise up very slowly. Maybe you have your hand behind your head, that's okay. Or you have behind the head, hands in front of your chest, crossed. And then slowly, try to keep your feet onto the floor. Very slowly, 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 slowly. Lift up, very nice. Very nice. So next we're going to stand up and get a little bit flowing, doing some prostrations and really get our body moving. So come to the front of your mat, stand up tall, and we're going to go through a series of prostrations, and we're going to flow through. Try to inhale light and exhale darkness as I walk you through. The first round is going to be very slow because I want you to get used to the movement and see what we're doing. So we're going to inhale. I'm going to exhale, hands in front of your heart, pressing the palms together. Then on the inhale, we're going to rise up very tall and exhale, slowly coming down, maybe bending your knees here. Maybe you are able to straighten them up. On the inhale, right leg comes to the back. We're opening up our chest. Both legs back. You hold your breath here for a second. And then knees, chest, chin, forehead, or chin, whatever feels better for you. You glide through into cobra. And then through the knees, over the knees to a downward facing dog. And then we're going to come the right leg to the front again. Really suck in your belly here. Don't thumb to the front. Both legs to the front. Inhale, rising up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Hands in front of your heart pressing. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Folding forward. Left leg comes to the back, opening up that chest. Hold that breath. Knees, chest, chin, or forehead, gliding through into a cobra. Stay into the cobra. And over your knees into a downward facing dog. Left leg comes to the front, opening up. Exhale, both legs. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the side. We're going to move on with our arms coming up. Inhale and exhale, folding forward. Now, inhale and you straighten up your back. And on the exhale, you place your hands down. You can bend your knees and step back into a plank. And then you can either drop your knees and come through here, a push-up, or through a plank push-up, and come into either a cobra or an upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. This downward facing dog, we're going to hold for a few breaths. So you can, on this first one, you can walk your dog, walk it out, and then maybe draw in that belly and bend your knees a lot and press your belly onto the thighs, the chest onto the thighs, and really find length here. Lengthen your back, and then from here, maybe you can straighten out your legs more. And it doesn't matter if your heels are touching the floor. That's absolutely not the point. Fingers are spread apart and the biceps are pointing forward. So from here, we're going to shift the weight onto our hands, and we either step. Later on, we can also hop, but I'm going to step, and you really, in this position, you have to draw on your belly a lot, and you're pressing, so arm strength here. And then you step forward. Inhale, look up, back straight. Most people, to have a straight back, have to come up here and not here. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the side. We're moving further. Inhale, up. And exhale, diving down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, like we did before, stepping back into plank or hands and knees, and then go through chaturanga into an upward facing dog, into a downward facing dog. Then you come into a lunge, forward, up here, hands together, hands down, back, and through a plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, stepping with the left leg forward, up here, low lunge, down, stepping back, coming through vinyasa, either on your knees or through a plank into a downward facing dog. Again, this is a resting pose. I know for the people who know this kind of prostration work, we go through into a warrior usually, and you can, but I want to give options how it is a little bit easier, the low lunge. So you can choose if you want to come up or stay in a low lunge. I showed at first in the low lunge, and then I'm going to show the other version as well. But you breathe here, draw on your belly, then you look up and you shift your weight forward. Draw on your belly a lot. Shift, shift, shift. And you have to press out with your hands. Stepping forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, move down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the side. So again, the series. Hands in front of your heart, a little bit faster. Hands up. Forward fold. Right leg to the back, opening up that chest. Both legs, knees, chest, chin, or forehead, gliding through into cobra, into a downward facing dog. Right leg forwards, both legs forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down. Left leg to the back, opening up that chest. Both legs, knees, chest, chin, and forehead, gliding through cobra into a downward facing dog. Left leg comes forward, both legs forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Further. Inhale, Lift your arms up. Exhale, straight back. Diving forward. Inhale, straighten up your back. Exhale, shift your weight forward and step back into a plank. Knees, chest, chin, or you come to a plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog for a quick rest. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Maybe one more time you want to get your chest onto your knees and really finding length in your back. Draw in your belly. One more deep breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Look forward, shift your weight forward. Belly has to work here quite a lot. Then slowly step forward. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, down. Inhale, move straight up. Exhale, hands to the side. Second one, inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, step back again. Plank. You can put down your knees. Come to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Right leg comes forward, opening up into a low lunge. Both hands down. Step back through chaturanga. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Left leg comes forward. Come up here. Low lunge. Both hands down. Move to chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale. Draw back into a downward facing dog. Belly is drawn in, fingers are widely spread. Biceps are facing forward. And maybe you want to bend your knees here. A lot, finding length. Deeply breathing. Again, looking forward, shifting your weight forward, drawing in that belly, shifting all the weight onto the hands, pressing up, slowly stepping forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the side. We do this again, and I show you how to go further. Inhale, exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, diving down. Right leg to the back, opening up that chest. Both legs, knees, chest, chin. Gliding through into a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the front. Both legs to the front. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, straight down. Left leg comes to the back, opening up that chest. Both legs, knees, chest, chin, gliding through. Cobra into a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the front, very gently. Both legs to the front. Inhale, move up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, hands just up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, up, and if you want to jump, you shift your weight forward and jump. Upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. Hold it here. Fingers are spread. Biceps are looking forward. Maybe one more time, you're finding your length in your back. Deep breaths through the nose. And then shift your weight forward, either step, like we did before, shifting your weight forward and then stepping forward, or you look forward and add a little hop, nothing fancy. Inhale, straight back, exhale, forward. Inhale, up, exhale, down. With this inhale, we're going to bend our knees and come into a chair pose. First, we touch the floor. This is how far down we go, and we're going to shift the weight onto the heels, And then rise up with our arms. So yes, that's very low. And your belly has to draw in a lot. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, you jump back or you step back. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Right leg comes either into a long lunge, you want to stay here, or into warrior one. And exhale down. Both legs back, plank. You can always drop your knees to chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Come forward into with the left leg into the low lunge or into warrior one. Exhale, down through chaturanga, upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Straightening out your back, maybe again, really finding length here. Fingers are spread wide and finding rest. Deep breaths. Looking forward, shifting the weight forward like this, or taking a little hop forward. Really press with your hands. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, down. And then to keep your hands onto the floor, come into the chair pose. Draw on your belly a lot. Come a little bit more lower. You can see if you can lift your toes and have your weight onto your heels. Stay here and rise up. We're going to get in some variations for this. Hands in front of your heart, pressing together. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg moves back, opening up that chest. Coming further, lifting up here. Either stay here or come into a half moon. Back bending, deeper down. Breathing deeply. That's not good for you. Stay up here. Otherwise, you hold the pose. And moving forward. Both legs back. Knees, chest, chin or forehead. Gliding through into a downward facing dog. Your right leg comes forward gently. You come up. Hands stay either up here. You can place your back leg down, or you can come into a half moon back bend. Deeply breathing. Or you can always stay up here. Draw on that belly. Move forward. Actually, step forward. Both arms up. Hands to the side. Inhale, exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Left leg to the back. Very nice. This time, we're shifting our weight back. You either come into a half split, which is right here, or if you're more advanced, you can come into a full split. However you want it, it doesn't matter. If the half split is not good for you, come into a low lunge again. You can stay in the low lunge. I'm not all the way down to the floor, but that's totally fine. No matter if you're way up here or down here, makes no difference. Breathing deeply, accepting where you are right now. One more deep breath. Draw the leg back. Maybe you're in half Savansana or you're in the lunge. We all come into the lunge. Very nice. We all come up, shift both legs back. Knees just in, gliding through. Staying into the cobra. Really lifting up your knees, lengthening out your legs. They want to gain length. Lifting the knees off the floor. Hold here. You can take your arms away from the floor. This is really strengthening out your back muscles. One more deep breath. Putting down your hands, tucking your toes, and maybe you can come through a push-up all the way back into a downward facing dog. Now look forward, left leg gently comes down, knees, you're putting down your knees, you come into a half split, into a low lunge, or into the full split, however you like to do it. Breathing deeply, staying here for a minute, for a few breaths at least. Deep breaths, being kind to yourself no matter where you are right now. Breathing deeply, always inhaling light, exhaling darkness, always recharging with new energy, with God's love, and always letting go, surrendering more. Very nice. Draw in that knee, maybe you were in half split or low lunge. We all come into the low lunge and we shift our weight forward, step forward, bending down. Inhaling all the way up. Maybe you come into a little back bend here. Don't drop into your low back. Maybe this is good for you. Otherwise, you just stretch up. So see what's good for you. And rise up. Hands stool up on the inhale. Hands, you're going to dive down. You're going to inhale, and I want you to step or float back into Chaturanga. Now, you can be on your knees here. Rise up onto an upward facing dog, and you're going to look over your right shoulder. Deep inhales, deep exhales. You can do this while you're in a cobra. It's fine. You don't have to come all the way up. And look over your left shoulder. I want you to come all the way down to your belly and gently with your arm strength. I want you to tug under your toes. If you can't do this, then come over the knees through a downward facing dog. Otherwise, very strong. Lift, lift, lift into the plank. Shift the weight back into a downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here. Drawing in your belly. Taking some rest. Maybe you're finding length again in your back by putting your chest onto your knees, really bending deeply your knees, and then straightening them out. Drawing your belly at all times, fingers are spread. Now I want all of you, even if you can jump perfectly, to shift your weight forward here. Hold it for a second. Imagine you pressing yourself up into a handstand. Really have to engage your core here. You have your arm muscles working. And we're going to push back into a downward facing dog. One more time. We're going to do this 2 more times. Shift your weight forward. Look between your hands a little bit more in the front. And rounding your back here, really pressing out. As long as you can, hold in that belly and shift back. You can do this one more time. Looking forward, shifting your weight forward, drawing your belly. Press out. One more time, shifting your weight back, and now you can either step or hop to the front. Looking up, straight back, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down. Really come, bending your knees down all the way, touching your fingers to the floor. Hold it here, look forward. Fingers, tips are still touching your weight is shifted onto the heels, you can lift your toes and then come up here. Oh yes, that's very low. Hold it. 5, 4, deep breath. 3, 2, 1, forward fold. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, step or hop back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always come into the low lunge. If you can't do a warrior, we kind of come to the warrior, then stay in the low lunge. That's fine. Warrior 1. Hold it in. Tailbone totally tucked under. Belly totally drawn in. Stay here. Holding the pulse. If your shoulders are bothering you, can always put your shoulder width apart. Lengthening your arms. Lengthening your back leg. Deep lunge. Slowly coming down. Step back. And now if you can, do 3 push-ups. 1, keeping your elbows close. 2, you can do this on your knees. 3, up and shift back. Step your left leg forward. Either come into the low lunge or into warrior 1. Tailbone tucked under. Really get that tuck going. Come low. And your back leg is pressing down. Looking up. If looking up is not really available, look forward. Otherwise, draw on your belly a lot. Hold this. Deep breaths. Slowly coming down, stepping back. I'm going to come to 3 push-ups. You can do this either on your knees or up here. 1, 2, 3, up. This time you kind of come all the way laying down. And then from here, you try, no matter where you are, to push yourself into up through plank to a downward facing dog. Really nice, deep breath. Deep breath. Really drawing in your belly. Relaxing. Finding the rhythm of your breath again. And then you look forward. You step or hop forward. And looking down. Fingertips to the floor. You know how this goes. Weight into the heels. Stay here. Come with your hands in front of your chest. It's a little easier. Or hands up. If you can't look up, you can always have your hands apart. No matter where you are, stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rise up. Very nice. We're going to come into Shavasana. We're going to slowly extend our hands to the front. Slowly come very, very slow through a chair pose. Straight back. We're going to use the last minutes to slowly sit ourselves down. Don't thump down. Pressing your legs forward. One more time. Deep inhale for just a short time. Forward fold. Stay here for 3 more breaths. It doesn't matter if you're up here or if you're all the way down. It totally doesn't matter. Slowly come up. Hands up. And then hands crossing in before your chest. And then slowly Slow motion, hold that belly in, hold it in, hold it in. Slowly lay yourself down, hands to the side, feet about hip width distance apart. You can have more or less. Palms are facing up, wiggling your toes out, wiggling your toes out. And then shifting your head from side to side, finding relaxation and a still point wherever it's comfortable. And here we're gonna let, first of all, the body go. You feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into the relaxation. One more deep inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale through the mouth. Letting everything go. One more time. That really helps to let go. And then you're going to sink deeper and deeper, letting your breath go, letting your body go. You're going to relax your feet. They're dropping to the side. You're relaxing your calves and your thighs. Relax your glutes. Relax your lower back. Relax your core. Relax your chest and upper back. Relax your shoulders. They become heavy. Relax your upper arms, all the way, lower arms, your hands, your fingers. It's all relaxed. Relaxing your neck and the back of your head. Your face is relaxed. Your forehead, your nose, your jaw, your teeth, your lips are all relaxed. Your eyes are relaxed. And you're sinking deeper and deeper into a silent state. I'll tell you when it's time to come out, but just take this moment to process everything that we have done, drawing inward, finding the connection with God. You can find freedom in your mind. Keep on thinking of inhaling light and exhaling darkness. Otherwise, just let go. Drop everything and surrender. You can always stay longer otherwise. Deepen your breath again. Stretch up and out, very long. Draw in your belly button one more time. And then draw in your knees. Shifting from side to side. If you enjoy that, if it's good, just lay here still. And then you might like rolling up and down like I do. If not, stay here and wiggle more. I like rolling up and down. And I like to keep my core control. So I'm holding my weight. And then one more time, you can come through this side into a sitting position if you were still laying down. One more time, sitting up very tall. Feeling, closing your eyes and feeling the groundedness of yourself, that you're totally grounded. You're here in this moment. You come out of this practice filled up with new energy and strengthened. Remember to hold your breath, to keep your breath going with inhaling light and exhaling darkness. Maybe all through the day, and especially when you have a challenging time. Deeply inhaling, exhaling. And I hope you're ready to face whatever is coming your way the rest of your day. I see you hopefully next week again. And I hope that you enjoyed this class. God bless you.